Hey guys, Dr. 5 here with episode number 4 of our West Brom career mode on FIFA 20. This is the final episode from the early access. Next episode will be on the actual game. We'll have live comms. It'll just be good because the new game will be out. I had a lot of fun on the early access. This is going out on Thursday, and there's one more day left. But you can see here, we've made a second team. We've also simulated a game in the Carabao Cup. We actually won that one, 5-0 I believe it was. And yeah, our youth players, they're enjoying life. 2 of them came to us asked to play. We let them play. They came back to us saying they are very, very thankful for that. Then we went to a pre-match conference for the game against Blackburn, in which we were asked questions about Townsend and his form, the squad, and whether there was a chance that Blackburn could actually beat us. And I said, this is football. There is always a possibility that we will be beaten. And before this game starts, I'm going to have to apologise because the kits for this game and the sun from the pitch, they just make the kits look so similar. And it's almost impossible to tell the teams apart. As you can see here, I was struggling in this game to tell who was who. But we did get through it. And 11 minutes into the game, Phillips looks to strike the ball as he plays it into Maguire. First time shot. That's the first chance of the game. A very weak effort by Maguire. As we continue here, as again, Maguire picks up the ball in the midfield, plays it out wide to Pereira. Cuts inside quite nicely here, and there's a man making a run in Livermore. Holds up for Pereira, shoots it. Well saved, straight into the path for Phillips. Kind of slices that one actually. And it goes, luckily for him, into the near post. He sliced that. I don't know if he sliced it on purpose or not, but it did end up in the back of the net. And it is 1-0 to West Brom. Just before the half-an-hour mark, Dak, a player I was looking to sign, I didn't actually go for him because I didn't think we would be playing a cam this season. And so far this season, we actually haven't had a cam. But Hegazi and James are going to work their way up the pitch here. James dribbling forward nicely, plays it through to Matty Phillips. Does well there to stay onside. He's going to cut inside, going to look to shoot one to the back post, but he plays it to Harper instead. And that's a lovely, lovely goal for the youngster. I think it's his first goal this season. But he puts it into the open net. Very nice finish. Very good dribbling by James. And also nice cross by Phillips. This right-hand side is going to be so deadly for us with James and Phillips. But Sawyer plays Phillips in behind. He's got their left back on strings. And Phillips gets his second goal of the game just before half-time. He strikes it across goal, doubling his goal tally for the night. He's definitely going for the hat-trick now. And we're 3-0 up. And remember the press conference? They said, is there a possibility that Blackburn could beat you? Definitely not at half-time. We intercept the ball there nicely with Livermore, who plays it up to Harper. Harper first time ball through to Pereira. Cuts inside to Sawyer. Look how much room there is for Matty Phillips on this right-hand side. Shoots it. Tries to beat the keeper off at the near post. Couldn't quite do so though, unfortunately. And the score still remains at 3-0. Adam Armstrong, the former Newcastle man, looking to get past Reece James. Can't quite do so, but the ball does luckily deflect to him. We headed away. Only as far as Johnson hits it on the first time volley. Well wide of the post. Here, Sawyers plays it into Harper. Harper's got the man making the run in Maguire. Maguire's going to just knock the ball forward. He's got the pace to burn. Looks to shoot one across goal. Keeper saves it. Falls to Pereira. That's an open goal for Pereira to knock it into. 2 open goals for us. 1 for Pereira, 1 for Harper. But we're still trying to get Matty Phillips this hat-trick. As Graham intercepts the ball. Rovwell tries to go for the fancy back heel, but we intercept it. And Harper looks to start the attack here. Plays through Phillips, who switched sides. He's having so much fun with that left back. Tried to go for the right back. Couldn't quite do so, but they play it right back to him. Blocked. Falls back to him. And on the second attempt, he makes it 5-0. He gets his hat-trick. He's bringing home the match ball. And this is a really cool celebration here. Look at that. Awesome camera celebration on there. And we end the game 5-0. Phillips goes over to the referee to collect his reward for the 3 goals for the match ball. And what a day for the West Brom fans, for the whole team. For me as a manager, it's my highest victory so far. As we go into the press conference after the game. Asking us why we didn't see Townsend play today. I'm going to go for the competition at the left-back role is good. He's got Gibbs to compete with. So that's a good person to compete with. A hat-trick for Phillips. Well, was I expecting him to get it? Based on training, yes, I was. And finally, the more competitive match out there today we were expecting a more competitive match. And I'm just telling them it wasn't much of a challenge. Because it wasn't, we were 5-0 up. And we're going to go in for one final signing on deadline day. Billy Gilmour, he's got 1 year left on his contract. He's too young to sign on a pre-contract deal. So we are going to offer him Frank Lampard. A bit of a decreased value. And Billy Gilmour signs from Chelsea for 750k. As you can see, his contract here, he was on rotation. We're going to give him 5 years. He's currently on 4.5k a week. He wants actually a wage decrease, and I accepted that straight away because it was such a good deal. And our scouts also came back from Ireland, Scotland, and England. Not the best ones from Ireland. We haven't really signed anyone up from there. Scotland had some decent ones, especially this guy, Reece Anderson, a goalkeeper with 94 potential. But other than that, no one that good. But England had quite a few. It had 2 94s and a couple of 83s, an 87, an 86, and an 88, which we'll keep in there for the time being. As we go into the final game of Early Access, this is the final game that I actually played, because you'll see, I think for one of the clips, you will see that I had, I think it's 5 minutes remaining. But the first chance came here, Knockout volleys it. Lovely save there by Sam Johnson, but we clear it straight back into his path. And another great save there by Sam Johnson, keeping it level. And another free kick here. Johansson going to look to whip it across. Dinks it over the top. And Mitrovic gets on the end of it, but he puts it over. Going into the second half, you can see not too many highlights in this game. 2 evenly competitive teams, as Pereira just mugs off their defender there. Tries to curl one to the back post, can't quite do so. As they clear it away only as far as Reece James. Takes it down nicely. Inside to Sawyer. Sawyer to Harper. He's going to play it back to Sawyer. Sawyer's going to charge forward. Plays through Pereira. He's on a yellow. Gets the better of Sessegnon there with a nice little Ronaldo chop. Lays it across to Harper. I've got 15 minutes left on my trial, sorry. As Harper scores his goal, he puts us 1-0 up away from home at Craven Cottage, just past the hour mark. But could be a quick response here from Fulham as Johansson and Bryan play some balls between each other. They play it out to Knockout. Looks to get the better of Gibbs, does so really nicely there. Cuts it inside for Mitrovic. He lays it off to Josh Onomah, the man on loan from Spurs. And 72 minutes in, just 10 minutes after we went 1-0 up, they have levelled the game. And unfortunately for us, as it stands, we will be going home with 1 point. Lovely interception there. And I just wanted to look at this. The keeper, he's just dribbling around with the ball there. They had no care in the world. He didn't want to boot it out. He wasn't feeling the pressure from Charlie Austin. And unfortunately for us, it's still 0-0 with 2 minutes left. We've got the chance here as Sawyer knocks the ball through to Diagana. He's pretty much one-on-one with the keeper. Strikes it across goal. Hits the keeper. Falls to Sawyer. Great save by Fabricio. Livermore's going to try and knock it down. Finds Kronkovic. Lays it down to Sawyer. Sawyer to Diagana. Going to try and find a bit of space. He does so nicely. Dinks it across. Can't quite get on the end of it. Diagana again to Maguire. Shoots. Blocked. Maguire. Falls to Diagana again. Whip to the back post. Kronkovic volley. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. And the game ends as a 1-1 draw. Our final game on the EA Early Access ends as a 1-1 draw with Fulham. They're asking why we didn't see Gilmour. He's only just joined the club, you know, needs time to adjust. That's the perfect answer. Obviously, when I'm doing these in live commentary, I can actually read the answers. It's a bit more difficult in post-com. But I hope you guys have enjoyed EA Early Access. I sure have. Good luck for the new game. It comes out tomorrow. If you have liked, please like, subscribe, and peace.